to the 20. Clyde Simmons tripped him up. 6 rushing plays in a row for Washington.
Yeah, the other thing, the Redskins are starting off here with a real fast pace, Pat. They're going right now, they're going no huddle. And their whole thing, I think, is to start to keep that Eagle defense off balance.
Kleiner, rushing play number 7, close to the 15. Again wrapped up by Simmons. Red Cashin, by the way, is the referee. Just outside the 15.
Again, the Redskins going with no huddle. They want to get up there, look and see what the defense is presenting them, not giving them a chance to really rest and huddle up and then hit them quicker.
Kleiner again. Stop just across the 15 by Golick.
You see, you just watch the offensive linemen here, and they're really doing a good job on this front group. You see them firing out. They're getting movement. They're trapping. They're making things happen. They're controlling on this drive. They're controlling the line of scrimmage.
Again, no huddle. 3rd and 3. Seth Joyner was not in position. He was looking back. The pass to Monk, complete. It'll be 1st and goal at the 6. 9-yard gain.
Hey, I think of Gary Clark. He's going to get the big plays, but who is the guy who's been doing them for so many years? Art Monk just always seems to be open. Again, no huddle. I know that this is something that the Eagles couldn't have expected, and it does look like that it has caught him off balance.
They do look like, particularly on that pass play, they were not quite ready. You could see people walking around and some motioning. However, there is motion.
Before the snap, full start. Number 66
this time
on the
against
offense.
the Redskins.
5 yards, still 1st down.
Hey, here's a play before that. You see, here's how they're going to block Reggie White. And we talked about this in the pregame. There's Ed Simmons on him, but you see 87, that's Ron Middleton. So they're not going to single Reggie White. When they're going to pass, there's going to be 2 big bodies on him.
Complete to Clark. The extra point team, I didn't see anybody signal touchdown, but they're coming on to kick the extra point, so no more need be said.
And that's a touchdown. That's the guy that, when we talked to the Eagles last night, that was the guy that they were worried about, Gary Clark. And the other thing, Reggie White says, we got to stop them on their first drive. They said they always have big drives against us, and the guy that's always a part of that first big drive is Gary Clark.
Lohmiller for the extra point. Rutledge holding, hits the upright. Bounced through, it's good. A good bounce for Chip Lohmiller. 7-0 Redskins. Back at RFK Stadium, the offensive line meeting with their coach, Jim Hannafin. Chip Lohmiller, in the meantime, set to kick off, or just about ready to kick off. Other side of the field with the secondary. Wes Hopkins, something wrong with his left leg. Being worked on at the moment. 11 plays, 61 yards. They kept the ball 6 minutes, 3 seconds. The Redskins lead it 7-0. Sikahema at the 2. At the 24. So the Eagles, trailing by a touchdown, will take over at their own 24.
Yeah, watching the touchdown again, Pat. Here's Gary Clark. Watch his moves. He comes up, he goes in, he stops and delays. Here's John Booty trying to cover him. But watch the move that he puts. He comes in like he's like, then he goes in hard, then boom, he stops and makes that pivot out. There's no way John Booty is close to that one.
The Eagles go with 2 tight ends and give the ball to Walker. Walker got 3, stopped by Tim Johnson.
And that was a heck of a drive by the Redskins, though. The The Eagles didn't want to get beat by the easy one or the big one, and they didn't. They were just beaten by a good, methodical Washington Redskin drive.
With a lot of it, no huddle.
I think that's the thing that threw them off. I think that the Eagles were ready to play one pace on defense, and the Redskins didn't let them play that pace.
Second down. Cunningham, Caballo. Wilbur Marshall made the hit round. Let's send you back to New York. Well, but it wasn't serious. Unless you're involved.
That was Charles Mann, you know, and that started on the first series because someone cut Charles Mann's knees, and he's been after that someone ever since, and it's Anton Davis.
Floyd Dixon was the intended receiver, and Anton Davis held Charles Mann on that play.
Yeah, that's going to be a good battle all year. Yeah, if you watch the previous play, this is the one that happened before. You see Anton Davis grabs Charles Mann there, and then at the end he slaps him with his right hand. That's what started the fight. Now here's the last play. See, he starts in there and he grabs him right there.
Here's Fiegel's punt, and this is a hunting. For the Redskins. Out to about the 35, where Washington will take over. Stopped by Heath Sherman. Washington leading 7-0. 52-yard punt. 16-yard return. The Redskins 7, the Eagles nothing. But the Eagles have the ball in Redskin territory. 1st and 10. 12:03 left in the second quarter, about the 43.5-yard line. Cunningham to throw it. Incomplete. Intended for Pete. Off his hand.
Cunningham's only completed 2 passes, and I think really to get this passing game going, he's going to have to start getting the ball to his outside receivers, especially Fred Barnett, because Fred Barnett is one of the big play guys in this league. Of course, when you're getting bounced around and knocked down like that, when you throw it, it's easy to sit up here and say, you ought to throw it to Barnett, and then you're looking at your ear hole.
2nd and 10. Redskins showing blitz, flag on the play. Straight ahead is Byers for good yardage. Johnson tripped him up.
I think Charles Mann jumped off sides again. He's really having trouble. I think instead of watching the ball or movement, I think Mann is listening to Cunningham's count, and he's pulling him off, because that's the second time that he's jumped off sides. Watch him. Here's Charles Mann right here. Now you can see Cunningham. He gives a little movement there, and then Mann jumps. And again, he's not watching the ball. He's listening or hearing, or the little, they give that hard count, and get that thing. And the guy, you get down there, you're ready to go. You're going to jump on anything.
Mann jumped. They had that penalty. Byers had gained 7 yards, but they took the penalty, so it's still 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Cunningham looking quickly. Fred Barnett.
Did you see Govea come in? He was like he was shot out of a gun. A.J. Johnson is on Fred Barnett, and he's going to bring him down and make the tackle. And I'll tell you, receivers in this league are really paying for it after they catch the ball. Watch him get up here, and watch 54 come in here now. Boom! Holy moly. That'll give you a headache.
Barnett checked to see what number that was that went over my head.
I think he checked to see if he had all his parts left after that. He's playing against A.J. Johnson, a little defensive back, and the next thing he knows, a middle linebacker's hitting him.
On 1st down, Barnett again.